Every day, we're surrounded by voices, images, and ideas that shape how we see ourselves and the world. Social media, friends, and family can feel like a chorus, each offering advice, sharing memes, or telling us how we should feel. Sometimes, it's hard to hear our own thoughts amid all the noise. If you've ever felt lost in other people's opinions, please know that you're not alone. I find myself there often. Scrolling through social media after a tough day, you might stumble on a meme that pokes fun at loneliness, frustration, or work stress. It's easy to hit like or share and feel understood, even if it's only for a moment. Viral advice pops up everywhere, telling us how to handle relationships or deal with disappointment. When someone doesn't respond to your message right away, you might see a post that says, "If they cared, they'd text back instantly," and suddenly you feel justified in your hurt. Memes and quick advice can feel comforting, but they don't always tell the full story. Picture this. You send a text at 3 p.m., you get a read receipt at 3:01, and the reply never arrives. Instantly, the internet swoops in with a neatly packaged meme. If they make you feel unwanted, never bother them again. Boom. You're armed with a universal truth, a moral compass, and a fresh set of emotional armor. The meme's brilliance lies in its efficiency. It tells you that anyone who doesn't answer instantly is either a sociopath or a ghost. No need to consider the more nuanced possibilities, like maybe they're stuck in a meeting, maybe they're caring for a sick parent, maybe they're quietly battling a mental health crisis they don't feel safe disclosing. The meme's underlying logic is seductive because it saves you the work of empathy. It translates a complex, ambiguous social situation into a binary moral judgment, which feels far less exhausting than sitting with the uncomfortable hum of uncertainty. Now let's scroll over to the singlehood section of the internet. In the comments of every relationship advice post, you'll find the same chorus of well-meaning strangers. You're single because you're too picky. Or my personal favorite, only because I've heard it before. You're single because you fall too hard and too fast. Because somehow, your capacity to love someone else is a flaw. Then that other meme comes to mind, you're single because you're overqualified. These pearls of wisdom are usually accompanied by a perfectly staged stock photo of a person sipping coffee alone, looking thoughtfully out the window. The subtext is clear. The problem is you. The solution: adjust your expectations, lower your standards, or, if you're really feeling adventurous, learn to love yourself so much that you forget you ever wanted a partner at all. Our loved ones often want to help, but their advice can sometimes miss the mark. After a breakup or a period of being single, friends and family might say, "You just haven't found the right person yet." Instead of feeling reassured, you might feel as if something is wrong with you. The guidance comes from a good place, but it can leave you questioning your choices and your own self-worth. It can be easier to absorb external opinions than reflect on our own feelings, because self-reflection takes time and courage. When we're tired or hurting, it's tempting to accept what others say or what a meme suggests, rather than sit with our emotions. The quick fixes and ready-made answers feel safer, even if they're not always true. Again, the appeal is obvious. It's far easier to accept a tidy, blame-the-victim narrative than to engage in a deep, perhaps painful, examination of the social structures that keep us single, The economy's erratic schedule, the algorithmic dating apps that reduce attraction to a swipe, the cultural myth that happily ever after starts at a specific age. The memes and advice give us a quick, decisive answer, sparing us the uncomfortable task of asking why we're feeling lonely in the first place. Consider the moment when you react to a meme about being ignored, and it feels like your situation is universal. Or when online advice convinces you that a delayed response means someone doesn't care. In reality, there could be countless reasons. Maybe they're busy, distracted, or struggling with their own issues. Advice about being single can also sting, especially when it's framed as a problem that needs fixing. Alternative explanations help us see that not everything is about us, and that others have unseen struggles too. But why does the shortcut feel so convenient? Our brains are wired to conserve energy. Evolution rewarded quick pattern recognition because in the Pleistocene epoch, you didn't have the luxury of a 30-minute meditation session to decide whether a rustle in the bushes was a predator or a squirrel. In the 21st century version of that equation, the rustle is a notification ping, and the predator is any form of emotional discomfort. Social media capitalizes on this by offering instantly recognizable templates. Nowadays, a meme equals a diagnosis. You don't need to explore your feelings. Just scroll to the next one that says, it's okay to feel anxious about the future, but also okay to binge watch sitcoms instead of confronting it. A friend's unsolicited advice now equals a prescription. You're too sensitive, they say, as if sensitivity were a virus you could be inoculated against with a single meme. A family member's "you'll get over it" is now equal to a life coach's mantra. Because over it is a measurable endpoint, unlike the ongoing messy process of emotional regulation. All of these shortcuts are, in effect, a collective emotional outsourcing. We hand over the heavy lifting of self-analysis to a chorus of strangers who have already turned our turmoil into a 300-character soundbite. Instead of jumping to conclusions, try considering what someone else might be going through. Maybe your friend is swamped at work, or your family member is worried about something unrelated. Sometimes the advice we get is based on their experiences, not ours. Practicing empathy and looking for other possibilities can bring relief and clarity. Here's the truth. There's nothing inherently wrong with you. The influences around us, memes, advice, and well-meaning guidance can sometimes create false narratives. You are valuable and your feelings matter. Remember that your worth isn't defined by social media trends or anyone else's opinion. If you've ever found yourself spiraling after searching through countless memes and feeling emotionally exhausted afterwards, take a breath. The truth is that the problem isn't you. It's the echo chamber that's feeding you. Friends and family may mean well, but they often speak from their own limited experience. It's important to remember that their advice is a projection, not a prescription. Social media is engineered to keep you scrolling, not to help you sit still. Its algorithms prize engagement, not introspection. Memes are brilliant at summarizing feelings, but they're not equipped to resolve them. They're the emotional equivalent of using a Band-Aid on a broken bone. You are not broken for turning to a meme when you're exhausted. You are human for seeking relief in the only tools readily available. The key is to recognize when those tools have become crutches rather than catalysts. We all absorb external opinions at times, but it's possible to reclaim our own voice. Take a moment to reflect on what you truly feel beyond the memes and advice. Trust your experiences and emotions. Rediscovering yourself is not only possible, but also essential. The next time you catch yourself feeling flawed or overwhelmed by outside influences, remind yourself, sometimes the issue isn't you, but rather the noise around you. Authenticity begins with listening to your own heart. Remember, the world will keep throwing you curated snippets of wisdom for free. You have the right to put them down, dust them off, and walk away with the knowledge that the only thing truly responsible for your emotional landscape is the context you inhabit, not the captions you scroll past. And that, my dear friends, is far more empowering than any meme could ever claim to be.